Chef Jon-Paul is ready to show us how to use eggplant, and this one is yummy.
It's delicious. And you know what? A lot of people have fear of eggplant because maybe they've had a bad eggplant experience, or you walk down the produce aisle and you see one of these things and you have no idea what to do with it. Well, there are different types of eggplants out there, and believe it or not, eggplant got its name when Christopher Columbus came to the New World and they saw these plants that had these white orbs on them that look like eggs. Well, through time, they've developed the black eggplant because when you touch the white eggplant, it leaves dents and marks, so it looks bruised. The black eggplant still gets the dents and marks, but it doesn't show because the outside's black now. Well, what I have here is not a traditional, what we consider European eggplant. It's a Japanese eggplant. And the neat thing about it is, typical eggplant skin is very tough and chewy and you have to peel it. Japanese eggplant, it's very tender and you can leave it on. So all I did for this dish, this is so simple, is I took my eggplant, cut it on a bias, laid it on a sheet pan with a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of salt and pepper, popped it in a 350-degree oven for about 10 or 15 minutes until these guys got pliable. Then I ravaged through my kitchen and I found some pasta. Now I have cold cooked pasta here. Now this is, I'm going to call this macaroni because it's not a traditional long pasta shape. So I'm using macaroni, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a stuffed bombe. So simple. I'm going to take my favorite tomato sauce, mix it in cold with some of the macaroni. And then to that, I'm going to add a little bit of mozzarella cheese. Now, if you want to add some fresh basil to this, you can do that. If you want to add Parmesan, you can do that. You can really, mix and match. But the idea is it needs to be pasta heavy because I'm going to mold this and I want it to hold its shape. Over here, just to make it a little different, I'm going to throw some pesto in. So when I make my bombe, I'm going to have two different colors of pasta. So my pasta's set. How to make my bombe. Take my eggplant and start layering it on the inside of a glass mold all the way around. And remember, this can be done ahead. And the thing that I love about this is when you're having a party, I love a huge reveal. I love when you bring something to the table and people just flip out. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe you put that together. So I'm going to line this all the way around, a couple of layers. Comes together so quickly. Layer, layer, layer. Layer. Pull this guy up. There you go. Look at you. This dish is going to make a lot of people happy.
Jon-Paul, do you talk to yourself in the kitchen when you're making food, when you're by yourself? Because I bet you.
Am I on TV right now?
Exactly. You crack me up.
So what we've got now is I've lined this mold. Now I can get a little bit bigger with this if I want. I don't want to make it so big that it collapses on me though. All right. So I want to make sure that something about the size of this bowl is going to be about as big as I can get. And then I start layering in my pasta. So I'm going to put in some of the green. And then I'm going to put in some of the red. And then all I have to do is wrap this up with plastic wrap, throw it in the fridge, and when it's party time, throw this guy into the microwave, heat it all the way through, unmold it on a plate, and you're ready for the big reveal. Here it comes.
Drum roll, please. Beautiful.
Now look at that. That's stunning. And all it is macaroni and pasta sauce, macaroni and pesto. I've layered it around. Now let's suppose I've gone through this whole litany about eggplant. You don't like eggplant? That's okay. You can use zucchini, you can use yellow squash, you can use red peppers, but you can just use it to mold anything. Put it in the fridge. It can stay for a couple of days. If you want to add meat, if you want to add sausage, go crazy. Use this as a springboard. Kaylee, what do you think?
It's beautiful. It's like a Jell-O mold, but different.
I like that.
I do too. And I like you. And you know what? I'm sure you like Jon-Paul too. You got to stop by Lacole. You're at the corner of Camelback and Hayden.
Camelback and Hayden.
It's awesome.
It's a mobile 3-star restaurant that's run by students.
A lot of people don't realize that. Fun to just check in on the students too. Give them a call, 480-990-3773. Also check out their website. It's dinewithsci.com. Can I try that?
Absolutely.
I think I will.
Well, the urban lifestyle is becoming more of a trend here in the Valley, and it's being celebrated this weekend. One of the ways is with an urban loft